Hey everybody! Welcome to another episode of Crazy Mike Plays Demon's Souls. Sorry about my squeaky chair just then. Anyway, God, I actually scared the crap out of myself between episodes. I thought I was missing an episode, and I was gonna there's just gonna be a big gap. Oh God, with the mic failing to record in one episode, I thought I forgot another. It's just been a stressful past 20 minutes with me thinking all my recordings are becoming effed up. I thought I didn't have the recording for the Shrine of Storms, the first level, because I started a video doing the second area there, and I was like, wait, where's the first one? But then I realized that I actually did that level almost right away to get the shield, because I'm an idiot and I don't just see the shield my guy is holding and think, yeah, I've done that level. No. Apparently, healing shields magically materialize at the start of runs just for me. It's enough ranting at myself about myself. I guess I'm also ranting at you guys about myself because you're listening. It's just weird to think of it that way because on my end, I'm just talking into a mic while playing Demon's Souls. But hey, that's the beauty of making these Let's Plays for YouTube. Because now my terrible condition where I talk to myself all the time because I'm absolutely insane is beneficial. Disclaimer. Actually, no. I'm not gonna disclaim and say that I'm not actually crazy because that would be stupid. My name's Crazy Mike. I'm not gonna say anything about the terms of my sanity, because there's no right or wrong answer. If I said I wasn't crazy, then I wouldn't be Crazy Mike. If I said I was, actually I did say I was crazy, so guess I already fucked that up. I'll let you guys be the judge. How about that? Because I have no right answer, even though I already said one of the two wrong answers, because if I say yes, then, fucking people outside of the YouTubes might think I'm actually crazy. If I say no, that wouldn't actually be Crazy Mike. Well, that decides I gotta change my name. My new name is Bilbo the Dinosaur. Hey everybody, I'm Bilbo the Dinosaur. Bringing you another episode of Demon's Souls. I mean, the first episode, because I'm not Crazy Mike, I'm Bilbo the Dinosaur. Brand new YouTuber, stole this guy's channel, completely hacked his account. It's all mine. It's all mine. So anyway, we want to head up here. That's a giant heart-looking thing with arms grabbing onto pillars. Yes, those are arms. Yep, see, there's the fingers. I can assure you that those are hands, and those aren't just tentacle wrappings. You'll actually see that firsthand later. Also, this can be kind of a long level. And also, again, I see a yellow fog wall up there of sorts. Maybe it's not yellow. Maybe it just looks yellow because it's far away. Haha. Sliced them up. The Flambeers. I mean, it's not how you actually pronounce it. Just in case somebody thinks I've actually tried to pronounce things correctly, I don't. If I'm ever not absolutely 100% sure how to pronounce something, I just purposely go ridiculous with it. The Flamburger. The Flambager. Bilbo the Dinosaur. Wow, timed that perfectly. I saw him up there. I knew he was going to drop down. Also, I'll take that. Also, do not grab that item before walking in that fog wall. The fog wall actually goes out farther than that ledge. So when you try to walk on the ledge, you will get pushed off by the fog wall. Or, well, I guess you won't really be pushed. You'll just be prevented from moving onto the ledge by the fog wall, and you'll walk off and you'll feel like a big dangus. So, that's a thing. Second chance won't save you from that. Which, I don't think... Have I had Second Chance Pop yet? Since I got it? I want to say I don't think it did, but there might have been, like, one time. Watch this, gonna be like... I'm gonna go back and watch these videos and be like, oh, right, Second Chance Pop's, like, 80 times. But yeah, I mean, I talked about, I remember I talked about, you know, just game fatigue in the previous episode, and how it actually makes it kind of hard to get a lot of recording done sometimes. Because, I mean, I actually started recording Demon Souls about, it's just around the start of the afternoon, you know, like 2, 3 p.m. Yeah, I started, when I think it was episode 8, and what is this, episode 10? And I mean, it's 9 p.m. now. I started like early afternoon, like 2 or 3. It's because, oh man, why was it? Oh right, it's because, well, one, it was because I had to do all the farming for the one thing. That took a couple hours. Obviously, I was really fatigued on this game after that, and I watched TV for a while. Just did some other stuff. Then I came back to this and recorded the previous episode and then this one. So I only got one episode done before. Hey, look, this bridge is here. I only got one episode done before I got fatigued. I mean, not because I'm like, oh, God, 30 minutes of Dark Souls. I mean, Demon Souls, can't stand it anymore. No, it's just because, you know, the farming that took hours, and I didn't want to play anymore after that. But you know, took a little break, came back. Everything's gravy. So I mean, yeah, I mean, this is like the third episode I'm recording over like a multiple hour period. I mean, again, it's because I took a break in the middle of it, so I guess you can just blame it on me. I guess not necessarily being lazy, but because, I don't know, it's hard for me to play games for a very extended period. It's weird because I also take really short breaks. Like, I'll play a game for like 3 hours, I'll take a break for like 30 minutes, and I'll be like, alright, yeah, I feel like playing more games. That is, you know, if I'm having one of those days where I just want to play games pretty much all day. You know, those days you just got nothing planned, nobody's coming over, you're all by yourself, and you're home. What are you gonna do? You're gonna cook your meals, watch some TV, play on computer, use the Twitters, and go to sleep and poop your pants in the middle of the night and be made fun of by all your friends when they hear about how you pooped your pants in the middle of the night. You're never really sure how they figured it out because you were all by yourself. Anyway, I freed this guy. I bet he's the one who told everybody about how you poop your pants at night. Let's teach him a lesson for that.
Why you?
That's what you get. I'm gonna take your armor. It's brown because he pooped in it. So, you know, this is another sort of... I almost said throwback to Dark Souls, but that wouldn't make any sense because this came out before Dark Souls. But, you know, there's another Dark Souls similarity. In Sen's Fortress, you would get in these cages and they would take you up and down. I mean, those were mainly used as a shortcut. Here, it's kind of required. But also, I killed that other guy because, he's actually a dick. Yeah, you get no benefit from keeping him alive, I think. In fact, you get negatives for keeping him alive, so you want to murder him. He will, I might as well tell you what he does. He'll start killing people in the Nexus. You know, you'll start coming back there, and some people will just not be there anymore. Or, you know, they'll be dead or something. So, yeah. I mean, you know, he had a oh, pardon me, I got like some gassiness coming up my throat, I don't know why. But, making me have these little burps that you can't really hear. Right, he has a shottle. Or shotel, shottle. The spalottle. Spatula. He has a spatula. It's a shuttle, or shuttle. I don't want to call it a spatula in case anyone thinks I'm actually being serious. But he's got the same weapon that Lautrec has in Dark Souls. So I guess, you know, if you see a guy using that weapon in Dark Souls 2, you should probably immediately murder them, because that seems to be a theme. Also, if you see Patches, be sure to kick him in the dick. But don't murder him, because, you know, in both this and Dark Souls, he had useful things to sell. If you didn't kill him. And oh, trust me, you'll want to kill him. Although he is kind of a lovable scamp in his own little way. He's like that troublemaking It's like that troublemaking kid. But, you know, he's a good kid. He just, you know, causes trouble every now and then. Well, he already saw me. It's pretty far away for him to see me. Just saying. He's gonna turn around, though. And I'm gonna make my grand entrance into a backstab. He didn't see me approaching him that time. That's really weird. Like, he saw me behind the pillar from farther away. I mean, he did have his back turned, but all the same. You know, actually, I'm really surprised that I haven't gotten invaded like this whole playthrough. I actually did a stream. I was in a stream earlier where I was playing on a different character just for a little bit, and I actually got invaded on that stream. And it's odd that I play on that stream for a couple. I mean, the amount of time I played Demon's Souls was only like an hour and a half, something like that. But, you know, I got a whole series going on here. Haven't gotten invaded once. Gotten invaded in Demon's Souls. I mean, it probably has to do with level restrictions and just the order that I happen to be doing the maps in since I'm playing as a Faith character. You know, I'm going out of my way to get some items. Or was at the start, you know, getting the shield and the mace and the generator ring. Oh, get down here. You scrub. Right, well, he's just gonna be a mile away. I'm gonna whack him. I'm gonna whack both these guys. Twice, apparently. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, whoa. Be careful, don't slip. Okay. That was harrowing. I mean, it may have not looked that harrowing. It just kind of looked like they cluttered around me, and then I killed them. Whoa, God, that one jumped off. Probably didn't look harrowing, but I had, like... we lost track of where I was behind them, and I was worried I was going to fall off the bridge. The bridge. Which, yeah, you know, that made that kind of harrowing. This elevator takes forever to reach you if you get here just as the elevator leaves. Oh. One of the worst things ever. You have to wait here for quite some time. Yeah. No more magics for you. But don't these guys ever have to take a break? Do the other guys just show up to start channeling their magic? Or do people below them channel their magic so these guys can stay awake forever and channel their magic? Is there an infinite chain of people channeling magic to keep other people awake channeling magic? Do they... I know what they do. They get new people, and then when those people get tired, they get more new people to keep them awake with magic forever. And it's just a giant line of people all keeping people awake with magic. And they just get more people every, like 24 hours or something like that when the other guys are like, I'm tired. See, the giant thing fell down and it got crushed under its own weight, which I would imagine would be a terrible way to go. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to think of. Just picturing some really big fat guy. He's just so heavy he gets crushed under his own weight. That would suck. That would be quite the way to go. You'd be the most self-conscious person dying ever, probably. Not that there's anything wrong with being fatty. What did I say? I slurred that a bit. Not that there's anything wrong with being fat. If you enjoy eating a lot, that's just fine. It's all fine with you. You know the health benefits. It's your choice. Because, you know, life ain't measured in years. It's measured in how much you enjoy it, really. Of course, you know, doesn't mean that I don't want to live as long as I can. And I'm sure that, you know, that obviously applies to a lot of people. I mean, who really just wants to die? Nobody wants to. I mean, I guess really, really depressed people might want to, but don't do that, depressed people. Just, you know, watch another episode of Demon's Souls. You'll cheer right up. If that doesn't cheer you up, well then, just stop it. Just be happy right now. Right now. I command you to. If you're not happy in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be really mad at you. Good. Okay. I'm not mad at you. Alright, now we gotta run out here, so... Ooh. Oh yeah, we got the gold mask and a rapier. A rapier that's only really good if you have high intellect, but if you have high intellect, you wouldn't want to use that because you'd rather use a rapier that regenerates your mana. Oh. Kind of it's just, you know, I wish they would kind of take these kind of things into account when designing the stats for the weapons in the game. I mean, I know they're mostly for a lore reason, but, you know, if your games are still early in development, you can change the lore. It's not like I'm asking you to change a huge part of the story either. You can just change, just change the type of damage it does and be like, oh, instead of doing, you know, like, oh, it does fire damage because they were filled with rage, and be like, oh, it does magic damage because it encompasses their rage in the form of magic. I don't know. I mean, you know, it doesn't. The rapier does fire damage. It's not because of rage. It's just, I don't know why. I just used rage as an example. Because, you know, rage, fire, fiery rage seems to fit well together. Wow, it's only been 16 or 17 minutes? This level feels like it's way longer than it actually is. But hey, that works out because I still have a boss to kill. And then this is actually the second last boss in the area, so like, you know, all the other ones going to be linking the last boss onto this. I might kind of change how I'm recording this for future seasons, where I might split like literally every zone, including the last boss. But, you know, for those, I would just release the episodes back to back. It's easier to keep track of what I've done, and it's easier to label things. But, you know, I don't wanna skimp you guys on content, so, you know, by releasing like oh, here comes that day where Crazy Mike's gonna release like that 5-minute long episode. I mean, I guess it would be that day, except it would also be the day where I release a regular length episode. But yeah, I feel like that would help me with kind of like how I thought I forgot. I thought I didn't record a level, when in reality I did. I had a mini panic back when I thought that, because I've never had that happen before, and I don't know what I would do, especially in a game like Demon's Souls. You know, if it's a different game, I can, you know, revert back to a save, replay it, and be like, hey guys, I totally haven't beaten this yet. I was just doing it, or just haven't doing really well. It's almost like I've beaten it before, except I haven't. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, you know, Demon's Souls, it's like, you just show up in the area after, and you're like, oh, yeah, it didn't record. Or you just show up on a completely new character, and you're probably like, you're probably wondering why I'm on this new character. The recording didn't work, so I gotta redo it. Which I was actually getting ready to do when I realized, you know, that I didn't miss it, so that was kind of funny. I was on a whole nother character about to start that level. I didn't run through the tutorial area. I had another character that just happened to not go through the area yet. And we got a lot of Old Spice just now. Do. Oh man, like those Old Spice commercials. I can't take the Old Spice seriously as what it is. If Demon's Souls was on PC, somebody would definitely reskin that to be the Old Spice deodorant or something like that. But we'll get this on right now, just so we can have God's Wrath at the ready. And it might be worthwhile to... nah. But let's unclutter this a bit. Take that off. One less thing to scroll through. I think in Dark Souls, you're going to get like 10 slots to scroll through with items. It's pretty crazy. I mean, that's so many that it might actually be too much. Like, I can't imagine trying to scroll through 10 items to get to one specific thing. I mean, it's nice it's an option. I mean, you can just, if you don't want to, you just don't have them. No big deal. I can't, oh god, I can't picture anybody using all of those and having it not get in the way somehow. Oh god, I'm just kind of trying to tank this guy at this point. Whoop, there we go, dodge that. I want to cut his tail off. Yes, I cut his tail off. Suck it. He could have hit me off there if I wasn't, well, I almost said careful, but let's face it, I wasn't careful, I was lucky. Oh. Hey, hey. You pulling a double take. Oh, come on, just gotta hit him one more time. There we go. Okay, the second one showed up. These guys are kind of like the gargoyles of Demon Souls, except they're really effing hard, unlike the gargoyles. Even with summoned help, these guys can be a real pain. And it's mainly just because you're fighting on such a narrow spot. You can get knocked off really easy. You want to fight them towards the center. Where this brazier, I believe they're called braziers. This giant torch thing. I want to fight them in the middle where this thing is. Because, you know, as you saw before, he was preventing his magic projectiles from hitting me. Is he gonna actually do anything? Okay, now I've lost track of him. That's not good. He can be anywhere. He can be everywhere and nowhere. All at the same time. Oh god, he's right in my face. Oh, he's trying to buff up. Let's not let that happen. I want to hit him with this. Right through the brazier. There we go. Oh, it didn't hit him. He was too far away. I overestimate the range of this thing. Just because the range is a lot bigger than it was in Dark Souls, so I just assume that it's god dang gargantuan. Oh, the pain. Doesn't do much damage. Surprised. I'm very surprised. Well, it's a new game. It's not New Game Plus, so I suppose the damage won't be that intense. Also, you know, I level up my faith a lot. That's like, the faith gives you magic defense, so his, you know, his spells and stuff like that. You can see my health regenerating so fast. So good. Alright. That is probably one of the hardest bosses, although I did kind of make him look pretty easy. I assure you that's because my equipment's actually really strong. It's stronger than I thought it would be, fully upgraded. I mean, you know, fully upgraded? What makes you think that wouldn't be strong? Well, you know, the main benefit of faith weapons is supposed to be that, you know, they regenerate your health. I didn't think the damage would also be this good. I mean, obviously, some enemies are going to be resistant to, like, heavily resistant to the magic damage, and those would be the guys that are going to be tough as nails. But I should have enough souls to level up once. Of course, now I really want to put a lot of points in the faith, because we'll see a much more immediate benefit to the damage, because it's fully upgraded, so it scales the most with faith. But we're going to get our vitality. I want to get my vitality up to 30 before I do anything else. But let's go ahead. Maybe if we're gonna get invaded at any point, this is gonna be the point right here. This is a special boss, really a special boss, and there's gonna be something kind of like this in Dark Souls 2. Now, if when you're approaching this boss, when you're approaching this boss, you can get invaded by somebody, and no, not necessarily invaded, but the boss can summon somebody to be him. If that makes any sense. Oh, and judging how fast this happened, this could very well be a player. It's going to be a cutscene here. I could skip it if it's not a player, but I'm not even going to try, because too much suspense. If it's a player, that'd be awesome. Don't want to just hit the Spartan button, the start button. That Spartan button would be pretty badass. I don't want to hit the start button and ruin it for me. Or you know, just gonna have this play out. Because, yeah, I mean, it can be an NPC. Although normally it doesn't happen immediately. I mean, I think it has happened before immediately. I think it tries to detect if somebody isn't in trying to invade or be summoned for co-op immediately. But, yeah. Perhaps the reason why it sometimes takes longer is because it detects that somebody's trying to invade, and, you know, it says, you know when you invade, it says, like, invading another world, and you have to wait a moment, and then there's a loading screen. This one, I'm gonna guess he's an NPC. I'm gonna guess. I would imagine if it was a player, it would have taken him longer to show up, because, you know. Yes, unfortunately, it's an NPC and not a player. I wish they would wait until you were much closer before giving you the NPC. You know, give players more of a chance to actually show up to invade you. That's one of the main appeals to the boss. But, you know, the NPC is super easy. It almost makes me want to restart the level. But we'll probably be here all day if I do that. Oh, he hit me. Oh, and I don't have second chance on. This is not good. Regenerating health as he's stabbing me. Get out of there. Funny thing is, I can actually just keep throwing myself at him as long as I back away for a little while and get some health back. Alright. Fresh spice. That sounds delightful, you know? Just delightful. Oh, hi! Haha, suck it! These guys can be real massive pains if you don't have the proper vitality and defense. Because, I mean, you know, they can possibly one-shot you. Also, I just complained about not having a second chance on, so let me put that on. Praise the sun. Right, let's just wreck this dude's shit. Oh, he NPC rolling. Also, they give him claws as if he wasn't bad enough. Ooh, he's got those magics, but, you know, high on faith, so high on magic defense. Like I said, super easy. He's just like fighting a regular Red Phantom, except he does piss poor damage. And when I say regular, I mean like the NPC Red Phantom, so I'm saying regular Red Phantom. Except, you know, he does even less damage and is even less threatening. So, ultimately, if you get the NPC for this fight, it's kind of disappointing. But, that will just about do it for this episode once I drop off my stuff and level up. So, let's see. Let's also use some of the boss souls that we've collected. I mean, I used a lot of them when I was farming for the Faint Stone to level up my Claymore with the Holy Path and what have you. But, because, I mean, I don't need to use any more of these souls for anything. I can go ahead and use them. Level up a couple times. 2 more times we got our vitality all the way up to 30. Right. Drop off some stuff. Black Bolt. Gloom equipment. Also, we got that ring. That's nice. Okay. Right, so that'll just about do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to be going to the Tower Knight Archstone to tackle 1-3. I will see you guys there in the next episode. Goodbye.